Into Charlie and Naga.
So we need to keep across travel warnings as well, don't we, Carol? Are the temperatures about right for this time of year?
Some of them are actually a wee bit above average, Naga, but it won't feel like that because of the wind and the rain, and it's all once again down to the jet stream.
Ah, that jet stream. Carol, many thanks.
Let's take a moment and have a look at the weather. Carol's there for us this morning.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning to you. Well, if you're just stepping outside, it's a cold start to the day, particularly so across England and Wales. And it's also a frosty one, but it does mean when the sun gets up, there will be plenty of sunshine around. Now, it's not sunny absolutely everywhere. We've got a plethora of showers across Scotland and Northern Ireland, a few dotted across Northern England, and a few around the Bristol Channel, for example. Move away from that, we're back into the cold start, but also the sunny one. But if anything, further showers will develop in the west through the day, and those that we already have will also turn that bit heavier. So for southwest England into the afternoon, there'll be one or two showers, more showers across Wales, but we hang on to the brighter skies across the far south of England and also the southeast. Then we run into a bit more cloud across the Midlands with some showers. The showers merging across Wales, northwest England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. And this morning above about 200 metres, there'll be some snow, but through the day that snow level will actually rise across Scotland. Now through the evening and overnight, once again, the wind is going to become a feature of the weather, particularly so in the second half of the night. We're also going to see more heavy rain coming in from the north and the west. This is going to be falling in already rain-sensitive areas and could lead to some localised flooding problems. But we'll have gales, even severe gales, possibly storm force winds, storm force across the far north of Scotland and the Northern Isles. Gales or severe gales anywhere from North Wales northwards by the time we get to this time tomorrow morning. So if you are travelling, you could well encounter some disruption to your travel plans. If you stay tuned to your BBC local radio station, you'll hear what's happening there where you are. So tomorrow, if we look at some of the gusts we are expecting across parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland, while we could well have gusts 70 miles an hour, in excess of that across the far north and also the Northern Isles. But really, Northern England, so Northumberland, Durham, North Wales, again, we're looking at very gusty winds. Something to bear in mind if you're in a high-sided vehicle or a light vehicle, probably not the best day for a bike. Now you can see the Met Office has yellow warnings as denoted by the triangles there. There's a good chance that these may well be upgraded, so stay in touch with the forecast. Now, as we head on through the day, even inland, we're looking at the potential for very gusty winds anywhere from North Wales northwards, and the rain will continue to advance southwards, weakening and becoming more patchy as it does so. Behind it, the sun will come out. There'll still be a plethora of showers across the north and the west, some of those still wintry in the hills, but despite the temperature values that you can see, it is going to feel cold. Then as we start Saturday, it's going to be a cold start. We will also have some snow across the northwest of Scotland, a lot of it on the hills, but some of it getting down to lower levels, with still gales or severe gales. There'll be blizzards on the hills and drifting of snow as well. Now, the cold air will filter all the way across the UK, and it does mean that any showers will be wintry in nature as far south as North Wales, but the very term showers means that not all of us will see them. Sunday will still be windy, there'll be some rain around, but again on Monday, the same areas from North Wales, Northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, there's the potential for further gales or severe gales, so still the potential for further disruption as well. Naga and Charlie.
OK, Carol, many thanks.
Carol, thanks for that. Let's see, time now is 7:48.
And Carol has the weather for us.
Good morning. It's a cold and a frosty start, but for some of us a sunny one. We've got some showers in the north and west at the moment. They'll become more prolific through the course of the day and the wind will strengthen. But for the next few days, we're looking at potentially some disruptive weather. I'll have more details in 15 minutes.
See you then, Carol.
Thank you very much.
Sue, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say hello to your friend Carol, because she told me, which I haven't done, she told me to give you a big snog when you came into the studio. I didn't do it, Carol. I'm so sorry.
We are big buddies. Have you met her cat, Donald?
Donald. No, we hear about Donald all the time.
Tell us
Legend.
about Donald.
Donald hated me for years, and now all of a sudden, if I ever take a tuna sandwich in there, now suddenly he's all over me.
I wonder why. Smart.
So true.
How to bribe a cat, eh?
Is Donald named? Is he named after a certain American politician?
No, he's not. He's just named Donald because it suits him, and he loves Sue as well.
Well, he does now.
Everybody does Sue. There's no difference with Donald there at all. Lovely to see you, even if it's just down the line. Anyway, the weather. Good morning. This morning it is a cold start to the day and it's also a frosty one as well, particularly so across England and Wales. Now this is the calm before the storm because we're going to get into a period of very disruptive weather. So for Scotland and Northern Ireland, we've got a lot of showers currently, some of those falling as snow down to about 200 metres. That snow level will rise through the day and we'll see further showers develop across northern and western parts of England and also Wales. So the brightest skies will be across parts of the Midlands, the southeast and southern counties. But even so in the afternoon, we could catch the odd shower, and wherever you are today, it is going to feel cold. So we hang on to that sunshine, more cloud developing across the Midlands with a few showers, the showers merging through Wales, Northern England and also Northern Ireland and Scotland. Now the wind is also going to strengthen through the course of the afternoon. So again, with that combination, wherever you are across the UK, it will feel a bit on the nippy side. Now through the evening and overnight period, if anything, we'll see some heavier rain coming our way in from the north and the west. And this is going to be falling on already rain-sensitive areas. So there is the risk of localised flooding. And by the end of the night, we're also going to be looking at very strong winds from North Wales northwards, gales, severe gales, and across the far north of mainland Scotland and the Northern Isles, even storm force winds. So that is likely to have some impact on your travel arrangements for tomorrow morning, that combination. And of course you can keep up to date with what's happening where you are on your BBC local radio station. So to look at some of the gusts, well, across Scotland and Northern Ireland, it's not out with the realms of possibility, 70 to 80 miles an hour. We've got the storm force, 80 to 90 across the north of Scotland and also the Northern Isles, 60 to 70, possibly more, with height across Northern England and North Wales. The yellow triangles are Met Office warnings. They might be upgraded today. It's something certainly worth keeping an eye on. Meanwhile, the heavy rain will continue to drift southwards through the day, increasingly turning more patchy in nature as it does so. Behind it, we see a return to sunshine and showers. But again tomorrow, despite what the temperature values may say, it is going to feel cold, really, wherever you are. And even in the south, where we're looking at double figures. Now that leads us into Saturday. Saturday across northern Scotland is going to be atrocious. We've got snow in the cards, even at lower levels. There'll be blizzards in the hills, and there will also be drifting snow. But for all of the UK, we're looking at cold conditions seeping southwards. So that means any showers that we have are likely to be wintry in nature as far south as North Wales. Now, when I say showers, it does mean not all of us will see them, but there could be a mixture of rain, sleet, hail, and some snow. And then by the time we get to Sunday, still windy, not as windy, but still windy, with some rain coming across, again exacerbating the risk of flooding. And as we head into Monday, we're back into gales once again. North Wales, Northern England, Scotland, and also Northern Ireland. Gales, severe gales, are quite likely and again could prove to be destructive. Naga and Charlie.
We're going to talk a lot more later, Carol, because I want to know about the jet stream and how it's been pushing it all forward. But we'll talk in about half an hour. See you then.
Lovely, thanks.
Let's talk to Carol. I tell you what, the jet stream is causing problems, Carol, isn't it, for us? Morning.
Good morning, all. Yes, indeed, Naga, it is. It's going to bring us some potentially disruptive weather over the next few days. Essentially what's happened is there's a real marked difference in temperature between Arctic Canada and Newfoundland. That has really strengthened the jet stream. That's right across our shores at the moment. So one after the other, it's rolling in areas of low pressure, which is going to give us some stormy conditions as we go through the next few days. But today's the calm before the storm. Our weather watchers, as always at this time, sending us in some beautiful pictures. This is a sunrise in Norfolk earlier on, and in Guernsey, it's a beautiful start to the day as well. Again, you can see lovely blue skies there too. But it's a frosty start, it's a cold start, but there'll be some sunshine across mostly England and Wales and eastern Scotland. Elsewhere, we've got some showers, and some of those showers on the hills of Scotland above about 200 metres falling as snow. But through the day, that snow level will rise as the rain comes across. And through the day too, we'll see a bit more cloud developing ahead of the rain across Wales in towards the West Midlands. But southern counties generally staying dry with some sunshine. The same too across Essex and East Anglia. So Midlands seeing a bit more cloud, parts of Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. And then you can see all the rain coming in across Wales, North West England, Northern Ireland and also Scotland, accompanied by a strengthening wind. So wherever you are today, it's going to feel cold. It's going to be a cold night as well. And through the evening and overnight, more rain is coming our way. Now, this rain is going to be heavy. It's falling in already rain-sensitive areas. So there is the risk of some localised flooding. But the wind will be a huge factor in the weather tonight. By the end of the night, gusting to gale force, severe gales, or even storm force from North Wales northwards, the storm force in the far north of Scotland and the Northern Isles. So that could lead to some travel disruption for you tomorrow morning. Best place to stay in touch is, of course, here on Breakfast or on your BBC local radio station. Now, as we go through the morning, to give you an idea of the kind of wind gusts that we are looking at, across Northern Ireland and Western Scotland, they'll be highest, apart from the far north of Scotland and the Northern Isles, where we're looking at 80 miles an hour with exposure, possibly 90 miles an hour. These are damaging gusts. And you can see, too, across Northern England, it's not a pretty picture. Neither is it across North Wales. We're looking at 60 to 70 miles an hour. The yellow triangles are yellow warnings from the Met Office. Something we're looking at this morning is whether these will be upgraded or not to something higher. So do keep in touch with the weather forecast. Now, through the course of tomorrow, as well as the wind, the rain will be continuing to journey southeastwards as a weakening feature. Behind it, we'll have sunshine and showers, but wherever you are, regardless of what the temperature says, it is going to feel cold. Then, as we head through Friday night into Saturday, well, it still is going to be pretty windy, particularly so in the northern half of the country from North Wales northwards. We'll have blizzards on the hills of Scotland, drifting snow further south. But as we come south, it's going to be cold. So any showers that we see will be wintry in nature as far south as North Wales. But very term showers means not all of us will see them. And then Saturday, Sunday and Monday, still windy, but particularly so on Monday, when we see a return in the same areas to gales or even severe gales, Naga and Charlie. So tons going on with the weather again.
Carol, it's keeping you busy. You know, it's one of those weeks, isn't it, where we're quite pleased we're not being sent out because it's so cold and so gusty.
Totally.
You know, but so I feel quite sorry for our next guest, which we'll get to in a minute. But it's one of the team from Winter Watch, and they're in the Cairngorms in the Highlands, one of apparently the coldest places in the UK, and they've been there all week, so they must have been freezing. So, any ideas of what they should expect in the coming week?
Yes. Oh dear, I hope they've got lots of warm clothes. Today we've got snow in the morning. It will turn back to rain later on. But as we go through the weekend, we're looking at quite a bit of snow, strong winds. So they'll be blowing of that snow, there'll be blizzards in places, and there'll be a significant wind chill. It's going to feel freezing.
Carol, the bearer of good news, as always. They'll be really pleased to hear that. Carol, lovely seeing you. Thanks so much for that.